Hey guys, Paigesugarbutts here and welcome back to another video. And today I just wanted to make a quick video about my healed vertical labret piercing. This was a piercing I had been wanting for years, and months ago I finally decided to get it. And I finally have the jewelry in that I've been wanting, so it's finally nice to have the piercing be the way exactly I wanted it to be. So yeah, for anybody thinking about getting a vertical labret piercing today, I kind of just wanted to talk about my personal experience with it. Now, of course, it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody heals piercings differently. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about how it went for me, and yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, it is not the only piercing I have. I also have my nose pierced, and I have two in each of my ears here. And yeah, so for a while, that's all I had was just my nose and my ears. But for years, I really wanted to get this very specific piercing. I just felt like it would suit me, and I just love seeing it on other people. And yeah, it's just a unique piercing that I really like, and I was super excited about it, but I was putting it off for years just because, you know, I knew I wouldn't be able to kiss my boyfriend during the time, and just like other things were popping up where I was just like, I don't want to like go through the healing process of it. But eventually I got to a spot where I was just like, you know what, I've been wanting this piercing for years, I'm gonna do it. So I did it. And yeah, I'm so happy I did, but the healing process definitely wasn't easy. Obviously, healing your earlobes are like super easy. That was no problem. My nose was pretty easy for the most part. I don't remember having any major problems with that. However, I did have some slight issues healing my vertical labret piercing. Now, I know in some cases people have no problems with this piercing whatsoever, which is great, and that might be the case for you. And it wasn't like a nightmare to heal or anything. I just did have slight problems, like I said. For the longest time, in the beginning especially, my lips would get very chapped, which is normal, just because like you're not able to wear chapstick and do stuff like that. So I would put on like Aquaphor like around my lips where it would get dry, and I'd be sure to drink lots of water just to keep it moisturized. But my lips were just getting so dry and cracked, and it was making it so hard to heal and take care of. It was, you know, pretty painful sometimes. It was hard to eat. I would like try to eat through the side of my mouth. I would drink with a straw again through the side. And yeah, it would just make eating and drinking pretty difficult. But it wasn't super painful. It was just mostly sore for the most part, but it was annoying. And yeah, just like for months, it was just being annoying, and I would contact the piercer that did it just to make sure things were normal. And she said it definitely did seem like irritated and like angry a little bit, but it was healing okay for the most part. She just gave me advice to use a warm, damp paper towel with saline solution on it, which I was using to heal my piercing anyway, but just to use a warm paper towel with the saline solution and put it on my lip just to kind of like calm it down, and it did help a lot. So once I did that after the last few months, it was starting to calm down and I wasn't having as many issues. And sadly, for a little bit, I did get a tiny bump like on the bottom part of my piercing, which sucked. The top part of the piercing, like on my actual lip, I really had like not too many problems with it besides, like I said, like the chapped lips. My biggest issue was just the bottom part of the piercing. It just would get so irritated and it sucked. And like I said, for a little bit, it did get an irritation bump, which very much sucked. And it made me nervous because I was just like, you know, I don't want this bump to keep getting worse. And if I have to, you know, get rid of the piercing, I will. But I was just really hoping I wouldn't have to. And luckily, as you can tell, I didn't. Like I said, I kept doing the little, I like how I keep doing the hand motion, but like that's pretty much what I did. I'd have like the paper towel folded up, it would be wet, and I'd put it on my lip and just kind of keep it there for a while. And it was pretty relaxing, like especially when it was irritated, it would just make it feel so much better. And it was just good for my lip. So yeah, overall, I would recommend the piercing. It wasn't the hardest in the world to heal, just personally for me, it was the hardest piercing I've ever healed. It just didn't want to go well for me, but I definitely could have done something wrong. Maybe I bumped it too much while I was eating. You know, it could have been like a lot of things I've done by accident. Cleaning the crust off it in the beginning when it was getting crusty, I could have like bumped it too much while doing that. You know, there's just a lot of things that can happen, unfortunately, while healing a piercing, and I definitely could have done something that messed it up. But luckily, in my case, overall, it did end up okay, and the piercing is like pretty much healed now. So yeah, I've had it, I don't even know how many months I've had it now, but I've had it for a while. And obviously I had the silver jewelry and like the longer bar for the longest time, which I was not happy about. I don't like silver jewelry on my face. I don't know. I felt like it stood out too much. I love the black jewelry. I feel like it suits me very well. So I was so excited to finally get the jewelry in that I wanted, but I had to be patient. I had to wait for it to heal, of course. And once I knew it was finally ready, that's when I put in the jewelry that I wanted, and I couldn't be happier. Yeah. But yeah, this is the jewelry. I always like dreamed myself having whenever I thought about getting this piercing to begin with. So to go through all of the super annoying healing to finally get what I wanted is so happy, you know. I never have any kind of pain anymore. No problems eating or drinking, and I can kiss my boyfriend again without, you know, risk of infection. Yay. But yeah, so if you really want a vertical labret piercing, I'd say just go for it. Just be super careful about it. It will be more annoying because it's on your freaking face. It's where you eat, it's where you talk. So be aware of that. It won't be as easy as like a nose or lobe, obviously, but it's a cool piercing. I love it. I love how it suits me, and you know, I barely even realize it's there sometimes when I'm talking and stuff like that. Like, it's just a part of my face now, and I'm very, very happy with it. So yeah, if you want to get a vertical labret, go for it. It's awesome. Or any piercing for that matter. I mean, obviously these are the only piercings I have, so I don't know too much about other ones, but dude, just always like go for it. Like, you gotta do what makes you happy, unless of course you can't because of a job or something. But hello, dog. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions at all about vertical labret piercings at all, just let me know in the comments below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.